Quietly hidden among the majestic mountains of Wyoming's Platte River Valley is a winter experience unlike any other. This private mountain is exclusively yours. Enjoy the exhilarating rush and nostalgia of carving your way through the wild, snowy trails. Experience tranquility through the mountain's pristine sense of calm and grandeur. Those who come here seek something exceptional, something reserved for those who can, where the only tracks you'll see are the ones you create. Here among nature's solitude, your entire family can fill a book of winter's most unforgettable tales. And while the stories of adventure and intrigue are written, connections are rekindled, and time seems to almost stand still. It's a one-of-a-kind, unforgettable experience, combined with a luxury found only at Brush Creek Ranch. The mountains are calling. Don't keep them waiting. Welcome to Green Mountain.
Doors, lobbies, rooms. Doors, lobbies, rooms. Same, same, same. Wait, this one is unusual. Let's see what's behind it. Welcome to the wonderful world of Belmont, where everything is almost as mythical as its guests. Now, may I show you to your room? I'm sure you'll find everything to your liking. And here is the view. Stunning, isn't it? Have you met Jose? Jose has been at Belmont since, well, forever. The only one who can get you a one-star meal.
Yes?
At 1 a.m.
Oh, a sea urchin. Excellent choice.
Or a majestic breakfast at sunrise. Oops. Good morning, Mr. Perez. Still working on your forehand? Now, take your time and relax beside our outrageously large swimming pool. It wasn't supposed to be so large, but the architect mistook the feet for meters, and here it is, Olympic-sized. We're entering our Havre du Pays. Hello, Mrs. Rossi. Mrs. Rossi never ends a day without a pedal bath. Pink pedals only. It's so quiet here. Maybe a little too quiet. That's savoir-vivre. Let's take a walk outside. Off to enjoy your evening Vongole, Mrs. Hamilton. This lady knows all the hidden gems in town. But as I always say, she learned from the best. That man really has the best office view in the world. 9 o'clock already? We've got to go. Please step aboard. It's the beginning of your Belmont adventure. I promise you, this is a journey you'll never forget.
When did you last do something for the first time? Long ago, wonder was easy to find. All it took was a balloon, a seashell, a shooting star. And now, wonder is here again. It's here, waiting for you. All it takes is a first step to begin a journey into our world. A world where everything feels like the first time. Time to feel, to see, to taste, to simply be. With us, you will find you have all the time in the world to wake in sunlit silence, to sit and stare at country that builds the heart and ignites the soul. So live a life you have dreamed. Celebrate your nomad soul in fleeting moments of utter perfection. Travel with us. Experience wonder as if for the first time, again and again. Our journey is not measured in miles, but in memories, laughter, wonder, and time. The Blue Train is unlike any other. We have a pedigree that is forged over years of unparalleled service. A history that is inseparable from the history of this land. We have pride in our past, pride in our people, pride in our passage. We cross borders. We look after you with genuine warmth and service, providing moments of sheer pleasure and memories to last a lifetime. Look out and see country that warms your heart. Trees that move like poetry, sharp against towering clouds. Today belongs to those who dream, to those who imagine a new world and invite more people and more places to be part of it. A world full of endless wonder. Whether intrepid explorer, armchair traveler, or simply curious, in our world, you take what you please, and it's always the best. To explore, to dream, to discover, that's your life. That's our pleasure. So take time to find yourself with us and make your journey ours. Because we are your destination. We are the Blue Train.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is edition 2 of Vanguard. We are so excited. Edition 1 went so well, we had to bring it back. So today you're going to see some familiar faces and hopefully meet some people that you don't yet know from some fascinating destinations. And it's really our mission to give you a great show, a TV-style broadcast. So it's not your average webinar or a trade show. It's an event with a twist. And our goal really is to give you tapas before you get the entree, really, to give you a broad overview of some of the world's coolest destinations, emerging areas that you really want to know about, great properties around the world, and have you discover some hidden gems that we have found as well. And also to give you great connections, because as you know, we give you a great marketing document after this, and you're able to take that, share it socially, and also connect with all of the suppliers that you see today. So we're thrilled. If you have any questions, you can let us know. You can type them in, but we're so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're going to be able to spend the next 90 or 120 minutes with us and see all of these great suppliers who have been so gracious to come on, support Vanguard, and be able to showcase all of their destinations and properties to you. So we're going to kick it off with a place that's very close to my heart, Southern Africa. There are many countries in that region, but you're going to learn a little bit more than you probably ever knew about Namibia. We've got the team from Private Safaris, who's amazing. Now, this company is a stellar DMC, creative, capable, curious, and always challenging themselves with new innovations. They handle South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Namibia, and beyond. So we're thrilled to bring them on, and they're going to be able to share a bit about some of the secrets of Namibia that you might not know. And it's a fascinating destination if you've never been. If you've ever seen a photo, I'm sure it is stuck in your mind because those are some unforgettable scenes and colors. And I'm going to turn it over to Lou and Joanna to tell you more about this incredible, magical place.
Thank you, Gab. That was a really nice intro. As you touched on, we cover all of Southern Africa, but we thought today we would zoom in on a country called Namibia, which is just north of South Africa. It is a phenomenal, phenomenal country, and post-COVID is the most amazing destination to really socially distance. There are wide open spaces, there's a low population density, there's a low number of tourists, so social distancing at lodges is easy. There's a low number of people on excursions and activities, and many lodges and properties are offering exclusive use at the moment without supplements. So it's a great cost-effective way to see a slightly different side to what you may know about Africa. There are also, and it is definitely worth mentioning, some great medical facilities and very reliable testing facilities, which do come in-house to your lodge or your property, just to make it that much easier to navigate around in the new travel reality. So without further ado, I want to introduce Joanna. She's our reservations manager in Windhoek in Namibia. And we're just going to give you a little taster about what we've put together about something close to our hearts, purposeful travel. So Joanna, thank you for joining us today from Windhoek. Tell me a little bit about why Namibia is perfect for purposeful travel and what it means to you.
Thank you so much, Lou, and welcome to everybody. Purposeful travel, well, is, as you said, already close to Private Safari's art. And we want our guests not only to experience a wonderful, memorable holiday, we would like our guests to go home and be able to say, I've had a transformational holiday. I have done something good for the planet, for humanity. I've participated in conservation and done something for the communities on my holidays.
International travel is going to be a new trend in 2021 and beyond. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what we can see in Namibia? What is it that you would recommend to everybody out there?
Well, there is something that is not very much known at the moment, and that is the Namibia Nature Reserve, which is a very wonderful, beautiful place. Namibia is known for its very phenomenal night skies, and the Namibia has qualified for the International Dark Sky Reserve Award. And to qualify for that, you will have to prove that you have almost nothing to zero light pollution in your area. So that is something wonderful for astrotourism, for just people who are interested to spend the night somewhere out there under the blue sky, under the night sky. Dynamic Brand also offers wonderful desert environmental programs where they really focus on educating the upcoming generations about conservation, eco-conservation. And this is a project that guests can participate in directly.
And isn't it a fact that Namibia has written conservation into their constitution, the only country to do so in Africa as well?
Very right, Lou. Namibia is the country with the most area which is under conservation, which is either a concession or a joint venture or a conservation area. And one, for instance, the Kunene area. The Kunene area is a very fragile area where the desert-adapted elephants and desert-adapted lions, black rhino populations are home. They call it their home. And there are so many conservation projects working hand in hand with the communities there. And guests have an opportunity to interact in those community projects, in the conservation projects which are happening there. And that's really every guest going to that area will make a difference in the life of the community and in the life of the conservation projects happening there.
Amazing. Thank you, Joanna. I think I just really want to flag here that as a company, Private Safaris, as you can tell from what Joanna has spoken about, is passionate about sustainability, conservation, and empowering local communities and conservation. The team in Windhoek will make sure that each inquiry is treated in a bespoke manner, and will make sure that your clients will be linked to a cause or any efforts on the ground that has a real synergy with their passions and their beliefs, so they can really leave Namibia feeling completely empowered and transformed. Thanks for having us.
Well, that was beautiful. And I love it because
having us.
Sure. So many people know so much about South Africa, but I think they forget sometimes that there's such treasures, that you can easily extend onto any South African stay. So that was amazing. And those dark skies, I really have to get there to see those for myself, because I'm sure those stunning photos still don't do it justice. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we're going to keep it in Southern Africa now. And next we have Ruth Bassett from African Anthology. And you've met her before if you've watched our first edition of Vanguard. South Africa is a place, I've always said, that really changes your life. And it doesn't matter if you've been there umpteen times like I have, or if you've never been and you go for your first time. It's one of those places that it's really a million stories in one journey. And every time you go, it's a completely different experience. And I really believe everyone should visit multiple times if they can. And also, it's a fabulous place to take your children if you have a family. There's no better place to bond, no better place to see incredible wildlife and to meet some wonderful people. So it's a lovely place. And her collection of properties is unique. Each hotel and lodge has their own character and personality. She'll be sharing a bit about Kapama today, which is really gorgeous, and just a bit more about the collection. So I'm really excited to introduce you to Ruth.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Very much, Debbie. I'm good. How
Excellent.
are you?
Always good.
Great.
Always better when I see you and I see Kapama. So I'll turn it over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, everyone, for having me. I'm really excited to be here and just share a bit about our properties with you. So going right into the presentation, I work for a company known as an African Anthology, and we represent a collection of hotels, safari lodges, and activities in Southern Africa. So that's namely Botswana, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. First up, let's talk about COVID. So we have a wonderful amendment to our terms and conditions for the whole of this year for our portfolio. And that is simply that we'll give you 100% refund if your cancellation is due to COVID or government travel ban, etc. So that means it's a pretty safe place to book within our portfolio, 100% guarantee. I'm going to take you right into Kapama. And Kapama, keeping with the COVID theme, we actually facilitate your PCR testing. So no matter the day of the week that you stay with us, we can get the test done for you, and you will be able to return to your destination with your valid PCR testing, as I know a lot of the countries do require that. Kapama is a beautiful game reserve in the Greater Kruger area. It's privately owned. Taking you back a slide, sorry, I had a bit of a glitch there. It's in the Kruger area. It's right across the road from the Kruger National Park itself. We have easy access in terms of your flights. We can fly into Eastgate Airport, which is bookable and combinable with a number of code share agreements with flights in place. And then we collect you from the airstrip, and within 5 minutes, you're on safari to the lodge. So these scheduled flights are from Cape Town and Johannesburg, making it easily accessible for all travelers. And for those that may be a little bit wary of using scheduled service providers, we also have our own private aircraft, a Pilatus PC-12, which you can book, and it can fetch you from where you're coming from and take you on to wherever you're going, whether that be Zimbabwe, Victoria Falls per se, or maybe you're going lower down in the Kruger and combining Kapama with another safari lodge. To talk to you about the reserve itself, we do have a wonderful collection of game viewing. We have all of the Big Five and the Magnificent Seven, so cheetah and wild dog to complete that, with a number of general games. So safaris is always the highlight for everyone. Morning, afternoon safaris, bushwalks, and for those that like to have a little extra, we do have a romantic treehouse or a sleep out deck that is bookable for guests staying there for a special occasion. We'd leave you there after your safari. We'd take you at about sundowner time. Chef prepares a meal for you on the deck. What a way to isolate, right? We leave you there with a cooler of drinks and a cell phone and a radio. So should you wish to return in the middle of the night, we can collect you. We have 4 camps within the Kapama Reserve. The first up is Buffalo Camp. This is our adults only camp. It is a safari tent, a luxury safari tented camp. It is a 5-star graded product, and we only take children from over 16 years and up. So very, very popular. It's the most intimate of all our camps. And as you can see, it's fully insulated with the air conditioning for heating and cooling. Now we have Kapama Karula, and Karula is our flagship lodge within the reserve. There's only a few lodges in the reserve that actually have a 5-star premium, there's only a few lodges in South Africa that have a 5-star premium status awarded, and Kapama Karula is one of them. So now I have a short video clip for you to just showcase Karula. Our own airstrip is minutes from Kapama Karula. We collect you, and it's a 3-minute drive. Beautiful safaris. This is one of our villas. Really spacious and luxurious. We have a number of family villas at Karula too, which are 2-bedroom units, and the families get their own private safari vehicle with their guide and tracker team. So it really is something to behold. You're getting all of that extra added privacy for booking a family villa. That wellness spa is incredible. And we offer complimentary use of the steam room and the ice bath for all our guests at Karula. So taking you on to Kapama Southern Camp. This is the 3rd lodge in the reserve. Southern Camp is a combination of suites and villas. It's a wonderful kind of modern chic type of safari lodge. It's got 25 rooms in total, so it's got a little bit more activity and energy taking place within the in the grounds, and a lot of guests love that, the hype. This is a suite. The suites are on the ground floor, so you can have, say you've got slightly older kiddies staying next door to you, they can also be right next door for those that want their children nearby. We also have villas. We have family villas and normal villas. This is a family villa. On the left-hand side, you can see there's an extra bedroom. All of the villas have their own private swimming pools, and then the family villa just has the 2nd bedroom with its own interleading room, its own entrance. and you can close off the interleading rooms for the guests. The interior of the villa, and of course the beautiful luxurious bathrooms. The second bedroom always has a TV for the kiddies. We know the kiddies are always bored in between their safari activities. So we do have a Nintendo Wii console, and we've got nature documentaries loaded on the TV for the kiddies to watch, and it's possible to actually accommodate 5 people in this family villa. The last lodge within our portfolio is River Lodge, but it is currently under renovation. So I will hope for the Vanguard 3rd edition to show you all about Kapama River Lodge and their upgrades. Thank you for your time, everyone, and I look forward to having you at Kapama sometime soon.
Well, Ruth, I blame you, because now I'm going to be sitting here daydreaming when I need to work. So, but that was phenomenal, and I think it's always so dreamy to see those lodges and to really imagine yourself there. It's a wonderful stay, no matter which property you choose. And I really thank you for being able to be here with us again and showcasing these beautiful lodges with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby.
All right, we're gonna go north now, and we're going to visit Europe. First stop is France, so we've got a wonderful property for you. But before I turn it over, we're just to speak to a couple of trends that we're seeing. I think hopefully Europe will come back soon, and we'll be able to visit once again easily. But what we're finding is a demand for smaller cities, wide open spaces, as we said in Africa, but there are plenty of them in Europe too, in the countryside, lesser traveled places, quieter cities, and places that you can do as extensions, for example. So one example is Lyon, and that's where our next hotel is located. So we're excited to bring Juliet on in just a minute. But when you're looking at putting together itineraries, it's important, I think, more than ever to look at some of the more independent properties, boutique style, some of that are going to give you a really beautiful sense of place and have that very, very authentic hospitality, like her Deloge, which we're going to see right now. So I'll turn it over to her, and she will share some of the treasures in this very, very unique part of France.
Thank you, Gabriela. So first of all, good morning, everybody. I'm Juliette Binoche from Climb Up Hotel. It's a sales representation company for the European market based in Paris. And today I'm proud to present our boutique hotel, a unique property, which is 5 stars and recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And it's really a jewel of the Renaissance. And Cour des Loges is a Virtuoso member. Cour des Loges, we can say that it looks like a castle in the city, and the combination of historical charm and contemporary comfort will give you the promise of a luxury stay to your guests. So the hotel is located in the heart of Lyon, in the old city, and it's a very quiet area as it's a pedestrian street. Only the guests of the hotel are allowed to drive to the entrance. You have a direct flight from most of the countries to Lyon, or you can connect through Paris by plane or by train then to go to Lyon. The airport of Saint-Exupéry is located at 30 minutes from the hotel, and the main train station 15 minutes. At the hotel, we have a concierge clé d'or, and it will give you 24 hours, 7 days a week, an help to discover the services of the hotel, from our Michelin star restaurant to our multi-sensorial spa, oriented towards nature and pleasure. So whether you need to book a pass for a museum or a private guide to visit the city, it will help you. As you certainly know, Lyon is recognized as a capital of the gastronomy. And even if you come for a city trip, you will have the pleasure to enjoy our Michelin star restaurant, Les Loges, set in our spectacular contemporary glass canopy of 17 meters high. So we also have a chic bistro restaurant, very friendly and authentic, which feature the seasonal product. So with these 60 rooms and suites, all unique by the decoration, combining hand-painted beds and modern furniture, your guests will enjoy a romantic stay. It's really a romantic place to stay. So here you can see the different rooms. Cour des Loges offers a wellness area with swimming lane, hammam, sauna, jacuzzi, balneo-hydraulic shower, herbal tea room, and massages on demand. So they have chosen a pure altitude for its spa, which is a French brand, natural French brand. And last but not least, Cours des Loges is a unique place to host all your events in Lyon, as study days, conferences, meetings, seminars, wedding. We had a lot of wedding, cocktails, parties, with its 6 modular spaces. So you can also enjoy cooking, cooking lesson, wine tasting, and private tours. So this is the presentation of our hotel. So it was a pleasure for me to introduce you Cours des Loges in Lyon, and I hope you have enjoyed the presentation, and feel free to contact me if you have any question or for the next step that you want to have.
Thank you so much. And that was beautiful. And as you were speaking, I was thinking about all of the people who've had to postpone their weddings, their honeymoons, all of the romantic trips. So this would be a perfect place for that. And I think a lot of us are going to have a lot of business to definitely put around the world, because so many people have missed so many milestones. But thank you so much. That was beautiful. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sure. Have a good day.
Bye.
Okay, we're going to keep it in Europe now. And this is a company that's close to my heart, because Emily from Agents of Mice grew up very much the way that I did, in a tourism family. So a mother who was a tour operator, my dad was a tour operator. So I relate to her really well. I know what that feels like when you're put in the business at a very early age and it just never leaves you. So it's beautiful. And so this company does Central Europe primarily, with some extensions in different areas in Europe, but focused on the Czech Republic, Austria, Hungary, and that core. So she's from Paris. They are based in Prague, and they've got kind of a hub and spoke model with all of the connections that you need to have the most immersive stay. Now, these countries are easy to travel between. You can easily put maybe 2 or 3 in one itinerary, and I think really that's kind of what we're all looking for now. We've got a lot of time and a lot of travel to make up for because of what we've missed. So I think multi-country European itineraries especially are going to be kind of hot moving forward. So we're really excited to bring Emily back. You met her at the last Vanguard, and she's just full of energy. Their programs are amazing. The company, again, is called Agents of Mice, and they do nothing cookie cutter. They do everything very, very different than the norm. So I'm really thrilled for you to be able to be introduced. I believe we have a video.
My name is Emily. I'm the managing director of Agents of Mice, aka Agent M, aka Agent M. And we wanted to take the opportunity of being outdoors to wish you a very happy new year, bonne année, šťastný nový rok, and show you some of the winter city sights that are quite beautiful, even in the cold. Last year hasn't been easy for the travel industry, and we wanted to let you know that we're here. We want to wish you to keep safe, stay healthy, and most of all, be strong. When you're ready to travel again, we'll be here waiting for you. Cheers!
Let me take you on a journey to a land far, far away, where in winter everything is magic. I promise you'll want to stay. Are you ready?
Hi everyone, Gabriela, thank you for the great introduction, and welcome to Central Europe. We're in winter, and most of you travel to this part of the world between actually October and April, the other way around, April and October. So we figured we'd show you a bit of this region between October and April. Let's go. So we're gonna focus on Germany, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, and Austria, all in images, because these are the countries that are the easiest way connected. So here you have a few shots of Austria, Vienna, the lake region, city during the Christmas spirit. Another picture coming up. Slovakia, lots of nature, the great outdoors. I think now more than ever, this is what people are actually looking for, with great experiences connected to the nature. Hungary, same thing, wonderful experiences related to spas, related to the local culture, mulled wine, everything that lets you dive into the local heritage. And Germany, the great outdoors as well, the city vibes, just great vibes around Christmas and New Year's and January. And now we dive back into the Czech Republic. That's a wonderful shot, I believe, of winter. We have lots of UNESCO World Heritage sites, lots of culture and tradition that make you spend wonderful time even in the winter. And here some shots of 3 cities that are UNESCO World Heritage listed: Telč, Český Krumlov, and Kutná Hora. Český Krumlov up there, which is a wonderful city to visit on your way from Vienna. And if the cities are not enough for you, we can actually take you out to the great outdoors. And there was a little glitch, I'm sorry, I have to go back. All right, the great outdoors here, which are also some shots from where the Chronicles of Narnia were shot, down on the left, for example, up there. I mean, there's just wonderful experiences to have in the nature. We go back forward, and after the nature and the cold, you can actually relax in the spa. And here you have a couple shots of wonderful hotel spas, but also a specialty that we have here, which is a beer spa, and where you dive into beer extract, and then you go and lay on a bed of hay for 20 minutes. It's absolutely wonderful. We move on to show you that there's also lots of nightlife in the winter, just like in the summer. So for those who are afraid to get bored during the low season, there's actually no getting bored in Prague or in Central Europe, because it's very lively and very cosmopolitan, the capital cities. And now, if you're wondering what to do during the low season, the destination, there must be nothing to do, where there's lots happening, starting from Halloween, going all through All Saints, All Souls, and St. Martin's Feast, which is November 11th to November 18th. There's lots of eating, lots of drinking, lots of getting into the local culture, dancing, singing, which takes me now to show you what's happening after. We have the Christmas spirit, St. Nicholas Day, where St. Nicholas going around talking to children. We have the carp markets, Christmas market, carp markets, because everybody eats carp for Christmas here. It's quite an interesting thing. You can see a very vintage picture that shows you those markets down at the bottom. If we move on, what's happening after Christmas and New Year's? Well, we have Fat Thursday, Dancing Sunday, and Mardi Gras. Lots of you are already very familiar with this, but not in the Czech style. And this is what's happening in the villages, where we would be more than happy to take you so that you can really plunge and dive into the local culture. What's happening after that? Well, Easter's coming, and we have a very curious habit here, which for the ladies is a little awkward, but it gets funny if you really get into it, is that men come in the morning, wake up ladies at 4 in the morning, and whip them with the whip that you see on the picture. It's been going on for centuries. And the story goes that it's actually being done so that the blood flows faster and ladies stay fresh even as they age. This is how the story goes. So you can experience that as well. And if what I show you now, you think that it's not enough, well, we can have you dive even a little bit deeper into the Czech heritage with products and experiences hands-on or either learning. So Bohemian Crystal, you can actually go to glass factories and blow your own glass, carve your own glass. You can visit Czech porcelain factories, Czech garnet, jewelry stores. These are all heritage products that come and have been since centuries around here. We go on with Petrov pianos for those who like classical music. We can have you visit their factory and talk to the family to see where they come from. Bata shoes, most of you knows Bata. Bata was actually Tomáš Bata. He's a Czech person who started the company with his brother and sister. Skoda cars, which you certainly know as well, was started by Laurin and Clement in 1895, which are pioneers, and puppeteering. So you can do your own puppets, and this is something that people have been doing since the 18th century, playing with puppets. We can take you backstage to some of our wonderful puppet theaters. And we continue with the local flavors, tasting experience. So there's, of course, the beer tasting. There's little cheeses that are called curd cheeses, olomoucké sírečky, that are here since the 15th century. They're very, very good. They smell awfully well. And this is all things that you can try. Mineral water since 19th century as well, which is in the famous spa town, and Becherovka spirit. This is all for you to try the local flavors and actually dive in a little bit more into our culture and heritage. What have we done so far? In a few numbers, but most importantly are the laughs, the smiles, the high fives, and the happy people that have gone back home, whether through their meeting and incentive experiences or bespoke travel experiences for group or for FITs. We cover everything in Central Europe and beyond. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm hoping to be able to meet with you very soon personally. You have my contact details here. We're starting an Instagram, so please spy on us as much as you want, follow us. And as in the mice, we're using the C as a coercion. We're very good at torturing people and torturing our suppliers, and we're preparing for you very, very exclusive services and experiences that only Agents of Mice will be able to provide. Thank you so much.
Well, that was a lot of great information in a very short time. You've done very well, and you just scratched the surface. In this part of the world, there's so much to talk about. There's so much history, as you know, and so many beautiful experiences. So thank you for sharing some of the food and the culture and the whipping. I don't know what to say, but that was interesting as well. And I always learn from you. And I'm sure everybody else did too. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we're going to stay in Europe, and I'm going to move to Italy in just a second. But as I was saying before, you all know you've probably been to Italy more than once. You know, many people have. Italy is an easy sell, but I think things will be different moving forward. I think people will always want to go to Italy, but perhaps they'll want to discover new areas that they haven't been to before. They'll want to not see so many of the major cities if they have been, and they'll want to explore outside of the box, off the grid. There's no better way to do that in Italy, in my opinion, than in the Dolomites, in the mountains. And if you've ever watched any of those classic 60s films where they're shot in Italy, it's some of these towns like Cortina, that we're going to see in a few minutes, it just still retains that beauty and that sort of retro vibe that it had back in the 50s and 60s, yet still, being able to manage the demands of today's traveler. So I'm really kind of excited to show you this. We have Faloria Mountain Spa Resort, which is in Cortina. We have Julia here with us, who you'll see in just a second. And I think you're going to love this little trip, to this lovely part of the world, very undiscovered, and not just for winter. We're in the winter now, but, it's also a great place for summer travel as well, because the landscape totally changes. So I will turn it over to Julia, and she can introduce you to this great gem.
So thank you, Gabriella, and of course, thank you to all the Vanguard team to having me today. I'm so thrilled to take part of this beautiful event. So let me take you through a quick journey in the Dolomites. Exactly in Cortina d'Ampezzo. So the Faloria Mountain Spa Resort is located just a couple of kilometers away from the city center of Cortina, also known as the Pearl of the Dolomites. Cortina is the perfect place for outdoor activities, both in the summer and winter time, especially for skiing. But also, it's the ideal place to discover local tradition and culture, and as well for taking care of yourself with some wellness, some shopping, of course, and wine and food experiences as well. So Cortina is located just 1 hour and 40 minutes away from the Venice International Airport, so in the Veneto region, and also less than 2 hours drive away from the Prosecco wine region, very famous. So it's ideal to combine all these experiences. So Faloria Mountain Spa Resort was designed by Flaviano Capriotti Architetti, which is an architect studio famous for most of all the Bulgari hotels in the world. The project is inspired to the natural environments of the Dolomite area, and both the common spaces and the sleeping rooms are characterized by materials and details typical from the mountains, such as the wood, which is all larch, the botanicals, of course, as you can see on the bed, and the boiled wood, wool, as well as the Dolomite stone. The hotel boasts 48 rooms and suites divided into 6 categories. Concerning the common areas, the Faloria Mountain Spa Resort hosts a lunch bar. You can see in this picture the typical stove, which is typical from the traditional local house, where you can taste some cocktails in a really, really cozy atmosphere. The restaurant is set in a unique location with a 360 degrees view on the Dolomites. Here you can taste all the local flavors and, of course, Mediterranean, Italian flavors created by our chef. The hotel hosts as well a bistro for more informal dining, let's say, which is strictly connected to our functional space, which is called La Veranda. It's a 70 square meter space with natural daylight that you can privatize for every type of event, together with the bistro to make it a unique space. Our spa, it's our jewel, I should say. It's a 1,000 square meter space that includes a sauna, a Turkish hammam, a 25 meter swimming pool, together with an indoor and outdoor vitality pool, relax area, 5 treatment cabins, and a fitness center. Faloria Mountain Spa Resort partners with the best local suppliers to ensure ultimate experiences both in the summertime and wintertime. Some very, very wow experiences. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. And thanks again, Gabriella, for having me today.
I'm so glad you were here and that we were able to discover the hotel. So thank you for that. And now we are going to move very, very further west and further south to the Caribbean, where the sun is always shining. There are no winter sports, but plenty of warm weather sports and sunshine. We're going to go to St. Lucia, and you'll meet Karishma again from the Landings, which is a gorgeous property. Now, just a note, because I know, in the U.S. market especially, it is a bit challenging to find the right airlift to go around the world, or find borders that are open. But St. Lucia is open, welcoming travelers, and has been for the last several months throughout this challenge. So I'm really excited for her to show you the Landings. And, if you need that instant travel fix, St. Lucia is ready and willing to welcome you now. So I'll turn it over to her.
Thank you, Gabriella. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to see you again, Gabriella. So I have a beautiful video which would showcase the Landings Resort to you, and that's on now.
Welcome. My name is Paul Collymore, the General Manager of the Landings Resort and Spa. We're delighted to take you on this virtual tour so that we can share with you the light and the warmth and all that we have to offer here at the Landings.
Tucked along the shores of Rodney Bay, along one of St. Lucia's finest beaches, The Landings Resort and Spa exudes a sense of luxury and timeless elegance. Exquisitely decorated villas overlooking our luxury yacht marina or the Caribbean's shimmering turquoise waters. The Landings Resort and Spa is a 5-star luxury offering versatile dining options and activities for adults and families alike. The Landings Resort and Spa is an all-villa resort with direct oceanfront access. We are located 5 minutes from the heart of Rodney Bay, where there's lots of shopping, dining, entertainment, and activities. The Landings Resort and Spa offers a luxurious spa, kids club for children ages 4 through to 11, elegant inclusions, versatile dining and bar options.
Welcome to our 7,000 square foot luxurious spa at the Landings Resort, where we offer a variety of treatment services such as full body massage, facials, manicures and pedicures, as well as hair salon services. We also offer 2 floodlit tennis courts together with interactive fitness classes and activities with our personal trainers. Do make it a treat and get you a spa day.
Our 1, 2, and 3 bedroom villa suites offer the height of luxury island living. All furnished with private terraces overlooking the resort's private yacht marina or the beach and shimmering Rodney Bay just beyond. Highlights of these bespoke accommodations include 4-poster beds, luxury linens, and premium bath amenities. Spacious bedrooms with ensuite marble bathrooms, living room and dining room areas, full designer kitchens, separate powder rooms, flat screen televisions, and washer and dryer. You also do have the option of your private plunge pool.
Here at the Landings, we believe that your visit would not be complete without sampling our culinary creativity. Our team goes above and beyond to work with the local farmers, the fishmongers, and every single supplier of fresh local fruit, vegetables, herbs, and spices. We want to work with the seasons to offer you something that you have never tasted before. We want to leave you with rich memories of our culinary madness. We want to make sure that when you sit on your couch or home away from home, you yearn to come back, to remember, to get that nostalgic feeling of wanting St. Lucian cuisine. We offer in-room dining, room service, and we have 3 great restaurants to sample from the relaxed Kalalu to the high-end Palms restaurant, and of course, the beach club right behind me. Every single restaurant offers its unique take on what St. Lucia has to offer, and you cannot go wrong with choosing the Landings for your culinary experience.
The Landings is nestled on 800-foot pristine white sand beach, a private marina with exclusive moorings, a luxurious 7,000 square foot spa, including 8 treatment rooms, 3 VIP rooms, and 1 hydrotherapy room. 3 restaurants, namely the Beach Club Restaurant, the Palms, and the Kalalu, with 2 bars, including the Vanguard Lounge and the Turquoise Beach Bar, with evening entertainment featuring St. Lucia's premium musicians from fire eating to limbo dancing, 2 tennis courts, 4 pools, and 1 coffee shop. All awaits you at the Landings. For some guests, the ideal vacation is lying on the sand reading great novels. For others, it is about new adventures and experiences. and we offer all of them. From our luxurious spa to our 4 swimming pools, to hiking, golf, zip lining, and immersive tours of St. Lucia, incredible adventure awaits.
We offer memorable indoor and outdoor wedding locations, 4 luxurious wedding packages to cater to any size wedding, from intimate to larger groups, on-site wedding consultant and planner to coordinate all of the details. There are a variety of amenities and extras to make your special day that much more memorable.
Our valued, committed staff at the Landings Resort and Spa, St. Lucia, look forward to be welcoming you to our beautiful shores. Here on this beautiful beachfront, with this nice powder-like sand, we have the magnificent views of the historic Pigeon Island landmark. Come and enjoy all that we have to offer here at the Landings Resort and Spa, St. Lucia, and leave your footprints in the sand.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your attention. Gabriella will be sharing with you a link to our health and safety guidelines.
That was beautiful. I got emotional because I was thinking how much I miss being on any property, but really especially one like that. But I loved how you integrated so much of the staff, because I think so many times they're so behind the scenes and they're working so hard and nobody ever really understands or gets to meet them and hear their personalities and all of that. So that was really beautifully done. It was nice to hear from them as well. So well done. And we were so happy to have you back. We hope to see you in St. Lucia soon. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, we're going to bring it back to the U.S. now. And this is a property that intrigued me from many years ago when I first discovered it. It's called Paws Up. And, first the name got me, and then I did some digging, and I found it was, I think it's 37,000 acres of splendid, spectacular land in Montana, where this gorgeous ranch has been built. And it's kind of divided up into luxury glamping, safari-style tents, private exclusive homes, and just a ton of adventure, because it really is just the most stark, beautiful natural wilderness, which, many times in the US we never ever get to see. So I'm really excited to introduce Drew, who's going to take you through a little bit of a tour of Paws Up, a most interesting property. Drew, it is so good to see you. And when I told everybody that we were going to have Paws Up presenting, everybody went into a virtual tailspin. So I am thrilled. I know you have a lot to cover. So I am going to turn it right over to you to dive right in.
Thank you, Gabby. So my name is Drew Bigda. I am the Chief Business Development Officer at the resort. And for those that don't know, Paws Up is a little slice of heaven located in western Montana, 37,000 acres of property, 10 miles of the Blackfoot River cut directly through our property. So one of the more majestic places you'll find out there. We are privately owned, all individual accommodations, 36 of the big, beautiful camping properties, or glamping as we like to call it. We also have 28 individual homes, 1 bedroom, all the way up to the big 4-bedroom, 5-bath homes for the big families. So we can do it all, from the culinary world, 5-star dining, down to the cowboy, tomahawk steaks. Activity-wise, over 60 activities in the summertime: horseback riding, fly fishing, whitewater rafting. We really do cover it all. And when Gabby presented me with this opportunity, I decided, rather than just kind of walk you through the property, I would give y'all a taste of my personal favorite place on property, which is the lodge at Salmon Lake. One of the more incredible offerings I think that are out there. So I put this little thing together. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for your time. And Gabby, let's roll the tape.
What's up, everybody? We are here, the lodge at Salmon Lake. Gonna take you out to the island, one of my personal favorite places to be. My guy Eric's here to pick me up on the pontoon. I'm going running start right in the boat. All right, here we are in the middle of the of Salmon Lake here with Eric. He is the guy behind all the magic at the island. You know, what are some of the highlights? People's favorite things to do?
It's pretty special. It's a real private experience. If you can imagine just the day on the lake times 100, you know, because you have your own private island. You have all the water sports you can imagine: jet skis, wake surfing, wake boating, you know, water skiing, and then just what we're doing right now is just taking a nice cruise on the pontoon. Get a chef catered meal with it, and then I'm behind the bar a lot and making margaritas for you and fresh cocktails. So there's some for everyone out here.
Let's get back to the island. We'll show people the inside. Let's get out of here. All right, here we are inside the Island Lodge. As you can see, big vaulted ceilings, tons of history in this place. We actually just bought it 3 years ago. This is our third season with the Island Lodge. You can see some of the original woodwork, have a cocktail, have a snack, sit here, have a drink, watch the sunset. I mean, what better place to be? If someone has a better plan for a great time, call me. We're gonna go see the rest of the island. We saw the inside. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I mean, look at this, fire pit, hang with your friends, tell ghost stories. Well, maybe not ghost stories. The island's not haunted, I promise. Got a little walkway out to the greatest part. Big flowers, lots of greenery, open fire cooking. I mean, look at this.
Oh, wrong size. That's better. We got the keys.
Finally got the right jet ski, right life jacket. Come on, baby! Woo! Woo! I know you can't hear me, but what a thing to do! The resort is paws up, baby! Yeah! All right, here we are, Salmon Lake. Home of the Salmon Lake Monster. 7,000 feet deep, 2 miles wide, 3 miles wide. Oh man, so pretty out here. Everybody, thank you. That's the lodge. That's my guy, Eric. That's a wrap.
Okay, so I'm speechless, but thanks. I'm supposed to be hosting this show. That is fantastic. Tell us, I mean, I don't even know how to top that, but maybe tell us a little bit more about how everything is structured. And I know you have different sections, and that was just one of them. Yeah. But you know, give us a little recap on that.
Yeah, so it's a big property, and sometimes the 37,000 acres can be a little intimidating, but the reality is it's pretty centrally located. We've sort of corded off the most impressive and beautiful part of the property. The tents are all along the river in little sections of 6 tents is each camp. The homes all sit on 4 acres of land, but you never feel like you're too far away from one another. We want people to feel like they're together. Obviously, in the days of social distancing, I think we have sort of naturally social distance ourselves, but still feel like a community. So you're not coming to the middle of Montana and feeling like you're too far off the grid, which I think is sort of the perfect juxtaposition. People are coming from cities. They want privacy. They want space, but they want to feel like they're part of something. And I think that's what we've created, and subsequently in these times is really sort of the ideal scenario. So we think we've kind of stumbled upon something really special at Paws Up.
So secluded but together and connected. Well, that was stunning, and I just can't wait till we can share this. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Now I'm embarrassed having watched myself.
was phenomenal.
Thank you, Gabby.
Great. And we're really excited to go back to Africa. And it's just a pleasure to show you this national treasure known as the Blue Train. It's one of the world's most lavish rail experiences. It's a very celebrated product. It's been in existence for many decades now, and it's one of the true highlights in South Africa and for any South African journey. So we're going to bring Tracy Murda in from our True Marketing team to not only share the Blue Train, but to also give you a little bit of an update on some of the flagship properties in the AHA portfolio of lodges and hotels, which are just beautiful, a brilliant brand. It's hard to select which ones to show you today, but we have hand selected the best of the best in the collection that pair the best with this luxury rail experience. So I'll turn it over to Tracy and she can share the secrets with you.
Thank you, Gabriella, for that warm introduction and for this opportunity to share the magic of the Blue Train. It truly has been an honor to work with this product for over, 10 years now, and really share this once-in-a-lifetime experience with travel agents and leisure travelers and even business clientele, as we'll show you in a bit here. So what is the Blue Train? For people who maybe aren't familiar, this is a 2-night journey beginning or ending in either Cape Town or Pretoria. That's generally the itinerary. That's generally the routing that people will take. It's a fantastic add-on into any South Africa itinerary. You have clients who fly into Johannesburg or maybe are in Cape Town and need to get back to Joburg. Instead of having them queue up at the airport and go through all the uncomfortable process, especially now during COVID era, why not give them this luxury rail experience for 2 nights aboard the train, luxury hotel on rails, essentially. So the Blue Train itself, as I said, is sort of a staple icon of South Africa. We call it the window to the soul of South Africa. While you're aboard the train, you will be staying in one of our 2 suite categories. We have a luxury and deluxe, all with spectacular amenities, very similar look and feel with these huge double pane windows so you can take in the sights along the way while you dip through 4 provinces on your way down to Cape Town or up to the Pretoria region. All of our rooms have their own in-suite luxurious bathroom, which is really says something for luxury train travel. It's sort of a must nowadays. And it's not just your standard bathroom. I mean, I'm talking gold fittings, heated floors, all the fancy lotions and potions you can imagine. Some even have these really beautiful deep tubs for soaking so you can kick back, have a glass of champagne, take in those beautiful sights along the way. While you are at dinner is when, I think I skipped one. While you're at dinner, your butler will actually transform this beautiful daytime suite into your luxurious bedroom. So all the bedding is encased within the wood walls of your suite. So while you're away, seamlessly, you come back to your room, everything is prepared for you to enjoy a wonderful night of slumber. We have lounge cars and club cars aboard the train, so guests can gather here, take in the sights, chit-chat, catch up, maybe share your experiences of what you're going through and what you're seeing in South Africa. All of our luxury cars, lounge cars, will stay open until the last guest goes to sleep. We have the lounge car as well as the club car, which is ideally positioned at the back of the train. This is a great place to enjoy fine cognac before or after dinner. Guests can actually enjoy a Cuban cigar in this area. It's just a wonderful sort of step back in time for you to experience what South Africa has to offer, as well as sort of what old world train travel used to be. When you're aboard the train, I mentioned it is obviously a sort of hotel experience on rails. It is also fully inclusive. That means all of your dining experiences are included on the train. So that's your breakfast, your lunch, high tea, anything you need in between. And then when it comes to dining, that is truly really where the Blue Train shines. Anyone who's been on the train will come away from it raving and screaming about the experience of that dinner. We serve a 5-star dinner, freshly prepared aboard the train. which is going to be served on fine bone china with polished silver, paired with a fine South African wine. We have music piped into the car. Ladies are asked to wear elegant evening wear. Gentlemen wear a jacket and tie. So it really, again, lends itself to that old world luxury train travel experience, which is really what the Blue Train is all about. While you're aboard the train, you also have the opportunity to enjoy one of the excursions. We will make a stop along the way, whether on the northbound or southbound journey, and it'll be a stop at the Kimberley Diamond Mine. So it's a chance for guests who choose to get off the train, go explore the mine, and then you'll reboard and continue on your journey for arrival the following day. It's a great opportunity, again, to see sites and parts of South Africa that you'd normally miss if you were flying to and fro. So again, just sort of a recap, as I mentioned, our scheduled routing is Cape Town to Pretoria and vice versa. So clients coming into Johannesburg, needing to head to the Cape, or heading into Johannesburg and needing to continue on their journey down south, this is a wonderful add-on for anyone who needs to do that. Why not give them this sort of step up above a regular South Africa itinerary? Add it in, it's a natural fit. And in addition to that, I think I mentioned when we began that we do also have some limited routing from Pretoria or Johannesburg region out to Hoedspruit, which is near the Kruger National Park. So again, it's a natural fit, just kind of adds into the luxury of your safari experience. Add it in before, add it in after the bush experience, and I guarantee you your clients are going to come away raving about you, raving about the experience, and having taken home this sort of exclusive piece of South Africa that they normally would have missed. And let me tell you a little bit about some of the fantastic properties that we represent in the AHA collection. AHA is a brand that is just synonymous with sort of cutting edge. It is fantastic dining experiences, great for families, great for singles. Here we have our Shepherd's Tree Game Lodge. This is sort of one of our baby properties. We love it, absolutely love it. One of Gabriella's first experiences in South Africa, I believe, was at Shepherd's Tree with her family. And the reason that we love it is obviously it's a stunning view, stunning property itself, but it is one of our flagship lodges. And we are able to offer this to families and couples alike because it's ideally located in the Pilanesberg Game Reserve, which is only about 2.5 hour drive from Joburg. So you first eliminate that extra hopper flight. And it's also in a malaria-free zone. So it's great for families. You have the Big Five, and it's just all around a wonderful, stunning property. As you can see here, the rooms have dramatic sweeping views and are ultra modern, and ease of travel is wonderful through this region. The next property I want to share with you is one of my favorite. I really had some truly, those earth-shattering, soul-shaking experiences at Makalali Private Game Lodge. That's why it sort of has always remained a special place in my heart. The Makalali Private Game Reserve is sort of one of those beloved places that has this classic style, but yet it has this really true lodge feel on one side at the River Lodge. And then you have the option of a more modern feel over at the main lodge. So it's a really uniquely set up property. We've seen a lot of buyouts at this property because of how it's set up in little clusters of rooms or villas. But no matter which side you choose, really, what embraces the entire property is the incredible warm hospitality. The staff here, they really go above and beyond, from the wait staff to the chefs. Our drivers were absolutely amazing, and truly some of the best game drives I've seen were at Makalali. The rooms themselves, I was blown away. I just loved that natural rustic feel, yet the modern amenities, and I just can't say enough. It's also easily accessible with a short flight from Joburg out to the Hoedspruit region. And lastly, this is another sweet, sweet gem. Again, another property that really sort of stays in my heart after our experiences here. This is the iconic David Livingstone Safari Lodge in and Spa. So this is an easy hop to Zambia from the Joburg area with a flight into the Livingston airport. In my opinion, this is kind of a combination of the best of both worlds, truly. It's a pretty large resort style property that's set right on the Zambezi, but you have luxury rooms that really lend themselves to feel like you're a little bit more excluded than being at, a hotel, so to speak. And though you're close to the airport, you're close to the falls, all of these things, you still sort of feel like you're nestled away and tucked in the bush. So we definitely recommend that day tour to Victoria Falls, of course. It's just an easy short drive away, which we'll arrange for you. And then we also have the Lady Livingston boat, which Gabriella and I had some wonderful, amazing experiences. You sail along the river in the evening or throughout the day on the Zambezi, and the views were just spectacular. It's like having another game drive embedded into your itinerary that you weren't even expecting. It's just a wonderful property. I couldn't be more proud to have these collections, the AHA as well as the Blue Train, within the True Marketing portfolio. South Africa has always been a passion of ours. We really want to get back there, can't wait to get back there. And all of the properties, as well as the train itself, have obviously adhered to strict COVID protocols. If you have specific questions, of course, it's an ever-changing, fluid situation throughout the world. So you just lean on us, let us know what questions you have, and we'll continually keep you updated on openings, closings, changes in policies, and all of those things. And that's really our little collection that we wanted to talk to you about today. So Gabriella, thank you so much for this opportunity. It makes me just want to goosebumps and chills thinking of Africa again. It's been a while, so we truly miss it. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. That was great. Far too long indeed. And we love being able to showcase so many of the wonderful treasures we have in the True Marketing collection. So that was just wonderful. Thanks so much. Okay, and now we are going to head to a very unique part of the world, the Galapagos. The first time I was there, it just struck me. I couldn't actually believe that a place like this still existed on the face of the earth. It was like another world. It's impossible, I think, to really explain it unless you've seen it. But it's everything everybody tells you it's going to be, and then nothing like you expect. It's just another universe, so special, so untouched, and really just kind of life as it is and should be. When you look at wildlife and kind of the beginnings and evolution of creatures, great and small. So it's an interesting place. I'm really thrilled to have Jessica from Hagen Cruises here to share a bit about the destination and some of her lovely boating product that you can experience in the Galapagos. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you very much, Gabriela. Thank you for the invitation. Yes, like you say, Galapagos is like any other place in the world, especially because animals don't feel threatened by humans. They see us as another species. They were never hunted, so they just walk close to you, and they are curious about you, and then they come to you and try to see what's up with you. So that's very, very special that you can be so close to the animal. So I'm here to present our products in Ecuador, which is Haugen Cruises. We are pioneers in building luxury yachts for the Galapagos Islands. So far, we've built 7 yachts that are running the Galapagos Islands and giving an extraordinary journey to our clients. This is our yacht, the Camila, a luxury trimaran, the first one to be able to run the Galapagos Islands right now. 8 cabins, luxurious, with kayaks, snorkel gear, and we have 10 crew members to accommodate 16 passengers. So it's really an amazing experience. Then we have ample cabins. Some of them, they have an option of a sofa bed. And our cabins, they are 24 square meters, more or less, and they have private balconies where you can enjoy the nature of the Galapagos. Then our ample lounge, especially now, to improve social distancing. We do the same in our dining area, and now you can also have your meals in your balcony if you wish. Then we have a sun deck with a beautiful lounge that you can enjoy the sun or the navigations and see whales or see the nature while you navigate, and also enjoy the jacuzzi that will be turned on at the specific times. All of our navigations have carbon offset, so you don't leave a big mark in the islands. Conservation is very, very important in the Galapagos. The Galapagos is a destination that is limited for the number of people that can visit every year. Then the social responsibility or the company responsibility is very important for us. We support several NGOs where we, for example, pay for children education, or we send food to different areas, poor areas of the country. And we also teach indigenous women about sexual education. That's so much needed in the country. And my favorite project is San Clemente Bilingue, where we teach children from a poor area in the country English, so that they have a special tool for their future. So all of this is what your guest will be experiencing, or will be giving to the country, will be giving it back to the community when they travel with us. I want to present you as well a special place, a jewel that we have in the Ecuadorian coast, which is Palma Azul Hotel and Spa. Here you see the Ecuadorian map. We are a very small country, and then in the coast, in a fisherman village, we have Palma Azul. It's a boutique resort with a sea view. You are just 10 steps from the beach, literally, and we have amazing view to the ocean, a big swimming pool that you can swim. I heard somebody had kind of a similar big swimming pool, and we have a spa treatments that you can take inside or outside, and our fusion Ecuadorian cuisine restaurant right by the beach. And something nobody has in Ecuador, and I don't know if in the world, is sun guarantee. So if you come and there is no sun, then you will get your money back. So here a short video for all of our products. Enjoy. Yes, so there you go. This is Ecuador. This is the Galapagos Islands. This is the Ecuadorian Pacific Ocean. So you're welcome to visit us anytime. Ecuador has the same temperature all year round. So whenever your guests ask when is the best time, always is the best time to visit Ecuador and the Galapagos Islands.
I love that. A sunshine guarantee. How we wish. Very few things are guaranteed in life, but that was beautiful. Thank you so much for showing us your amazing part of the world. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure, and thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely. We're gonna move on over to another place that is equally as cool in the winter as it is in the summer, spring, and fall. We have James back again from Quebec, and it's such an interesting destination. It's so close for many of us, easily accessible, hopefully easier, down the road when borders kind of ease up. But he's got so much great information about things that you can do, things to discover, things you never knew about Quebec. It's got some beautiful cities, and it's got plenty of remote locations, plenty of wide, remote, open spaces that you can explore if you're an outdoor enthusiast. So it's got the history, the culture, the European flair, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention the amazing, amazing food. So we're going to bring James on. It's great to see you again, and I can't wait to hear what you're going to tell us this time. So over to you.
Hi, Gabriella. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm sat here looking outside. You mentioned the wonderful winter. You know what? I'm just going to show you. I think I can show you what it looks like outside at the moment. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. So I'm nice and wrapped up here. But yeah, I've got a wonderful presentation. I've got some excellent slides and some interesting videos for you this morning. Similar to what I did before, I'm going to go through the where, the why, and the what for Quebec. And then I'm going to kind of tease you with a little bit of the how at the end. So let me just move on to the next slide. Thank you. Perfect. So where is Quebec? Moving on to the next slide, we can see that Quebec is located in North America. We are in the northeast part of North America. To our west is Ontario, and to our east is New Brunswick. For our friends in the United States, we're bordered with Maine and Vermont. We also border with Newfoundland, a little bit in the top northeast of the province. On the next slide, we can see that Quebec is separated into 20 different touristic regions with so many different things to offer. The population is made up of 8 million inhabitants, and it covers 620,000 square miles. It is a huge playground, and there is so much to offer. On the next slide, we will cover why. And that's a great place for me to talk about why you and why your travelers could consider Quebec as an incredible destination. There are 3 pillars, and the first of the 3 pillars is a creative culture, or a culture that creates. It's a culture unlike any other in North America. We are proud of, it's a culture unlike any other in North America. You know, we all speak French for one thing, but it's also incredibly creative, and it goes beyond just arts and music. I mean, I could mention some of the bands like Leonard Cohen or Arcade Fire, or some of the Cirque du Soleil, for example, but it goes more than that. It's in the way we do things and the way we think. The second is a warm welcome. We are proud of what we have in Quebec. I know you may be hearing a slightly British accent here, but I've been a Quebecer for 10 years. But whenever my friends and family come over from overseas, they always will tell me how warm and how welcoming everybody is. It's authentic. We're proud of what we have, and we want to share it with you. And then the last is a connection to the land. As such a vast expanse, or such a small population, it's inevitable that the land has forged our identity. We have Arctic islands to the north. I've got snow outside my window here today. With peatlands, lakes, and rivers, it's an integral part of us connecting to the land. These 3 elements together is how Quebec can say bonjour to you, and how you should say bonjour, Quebec. Now, I could talk about this for another 20 minutes, but I actually have a video to play. I think I have my first video. So if we could play that, that would be excellent. Perfect. I get to see that video a lot, but even when I do, it always gives me goosebumps. It's an incredible soundtrack that was specially commissioned by a unique Quebecois artist, Milk and Bone. So that covers where, and we've also covered why, but what about what? What are the 6 key experiences that you can sell to your travelers? The first is vibrant cities. Vibrant cities and festivities. Our gateway cities of Quebec City, Montreal, and Gatineau are always bubbling with effervescence and excitement. We all understand that they're a little bit quieter now, but they are bubbling under the surface and showing how resilient they are. Our culture and living history is an incredible part of what a day-to-day life is. And as you can see on the right, we have from historical experiences, and on the left, we have the more contemporary. All of our unique experiences are immersive. The great outdoors, Gabriella mentioned it just a few moments ago, but it's always within touching distance, and it's shaped our identity. You can relax, re-energize, and rejuvenate in the great outdoors of Quebec, and disconnect to reconnect with what's important to you. The next key experience is our local flavors. Food is an incredibly important part of our life. We have some of the very best chefs, some of the very best restaurants. Will leave your taste buds tingling. If you want to find a little bit more about our local flavors, I would suggest that you look on Netflix and you can check Somebody Feeds Phil with Phil Rosenthal. We did the only episode in a Canadian city, and it enables you to take a deep dive and see what the food culture is really about. The next slide is the Live the St. Lawrence. The St. Lawrence River runs all the way through to the heart of our province. In summer and winter, it is just as important. It is grandiose, majestic, and awe-inspiring, and it rewards those that go a little bit further and go off the beaten path. The next experience is our winter fun. I showed you winter. We don't hibernate, we celebrate winter, Gabriella and everybody. It's more than just skiing. Although we have 75 incredible ski resorts, it's more because we have ice canoeing, we have dog sled riding, we have the only ice hotel in North America, the Hotel de Glace. We make the cold cool, and it's something we really enjoy. Linking all of these experiences together is a road trip. Now, whether you want to do something more established, like the Route des Explorateurs or the Explorers route, or whether you want to march to the beat of your own drum, you can link all of these experiences together. I'm just going to be a little bit distracted, and link all these experiences together through an incredible road trip. Now, to just tempt your taste buds, just to get your synapses thinking, to be a little bit of inspiration, I've got a video next that will show you a couple of the road trips that are possible in Quebec. That was an inspirational video that gives you an idea about some of the sample itineraries. But in the next video that I have is a little bit more tactical, and it will show you what a 2-week itinerary would look like. If we could play that. Phenomenal. If we could skip just one more slide, just to take a little bit of a look to the next, excuse me, just to have a little bit of a look about the itinerary in a little bit of detail. We can see that the entry point is in Montreal, and then from there, it's a quick drive, 3-hour drive up to Quebec City. That gives you 2 incredible cities to visit. On this map, you can also see somewhere called Baie Saint Paul. It's not specifically marked, but in Charlevoix is where the new Club Med will be this time next year. Yeah, so from December 2021, the new Club Med will be opening. You can visit some of the attractions, as I mentioned before, as you've seen on the previous videos, and it's a good way to incorporate and have a kind of holistic, incredible, wonderful itinerary once you visit to our wonderful province. Moving on, you can see that to access to Quebec is incredibly easy once flying resumes. We have 3 major gateways, which you can see right here. We have Quebec, Montreal, and Gatineau, as I've mentioned. All major airlines fly in regular times. Moving on, you can see that we have incredible local transfers, whether it's planes, trains, or automobiles. Everything's very, very well signposted. The roads are great. And what I really like is once you arrive in a city is you can park your car and then everything is walkable. In terms of destination information, you'll see following that we are a 4-season destination. So what that means is that if you've been once before, Gabriella, you mentioned that I think you've been, means that you have to come 3 other times. We're currently in winter where we make the cold cool, but there's a wonderful array of seasons, whether it's the colors in fall or the incredibly warm summer. Finally, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity to present to you, Gabriella, to present to all of you incredible tour operators and travel agents. The trade is incredibly important to us. So I'm happy to present. All of the videos that I've shown are available on the Bonjour Quebec YouTube site. So just go to youtube.com, Tourism Quebec, excuse me. And there's lots of other resources for trade on the Bonjour Quebec website, bonjourquebec.com. Thank you.
That was beautiful. And I was just sitting there daydreaming about all the long weekends I envisioned taking because it's so close to me to be able to get there and just spend a few days. And I laugh because one of my dreams is to see that ice hotel, and people make fun of me because I'm always cold and can't imagine how I could possibly spend a night, but yet it is a dream of mine. So beautiful job. Thank you so much for taking us through, all of the different seasonal activities, and we will love to welcome you back the next time.
Thank you, Gabriella. It was a pleasure to be here.
Thanks so much. Okay, so we're going to move into a destination now that has so much to offer. It's almost incredible. If you've ever watched Game of Thrones, you know the place I'm talking about. Croatia. It is stunning. It is on the Adriatic coast. It is just kissed by the blue water, and it's got so much history, an incredible culinary scene. And one of the things that really has been popping up a lot lately is the idea and the concept of chartered yachts. And in the Adriatic, when you go through a company like Via Tours in Croatia, they are a fraction of the cost of what they would be in some of the neighboring locations in Europe. The chartered boats and yachts are really something that we've been seeing a lot of because they offer that exclusivity and that safety bubble that people are looking for. So we encourage you to look at their fleet, and I'm sure Z, who's coming up next, is going to be able to share some with you. But they do have an incredible fleet of all of the different sizes to accommodate families up to small and mid-sized groups. So without further ado, we welcome Z from Via Tours Croatia to present today. Z, it's so good to see you. I'm live from Croatia. I'm so excited, and I know everybody has been waiting for this segment for sure. So I'm going to turn it over to you to tell us what's new in Croatia.
Thank you, Gabs, for such a beautiful introduction. Well, there is a lot of good things happening in Croatia, but I would definitely like to start with an introduction video that we filmed this summer. So guys, please enjoy some beautiful scenes of Croatia in our new promo video coming up just in a second for you.
Thinking about your next vacation? How about Croatia? The country of 1,200 islands where turquoise waters meet ancient walled towns. Dating back from 7th century, today forming 10 UNESCO sites and 8 national parks. The country where Zinfandel originated from and where all foodies rejoice. The country where every day is a new adventure, on sea, mountains or rivers. Don't just listen to what they say. Go, explore, enjoy. Visit Croatia.
Great, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this this short video of Croatia. So let's move on to our presentation. Many of you already know me and about our company, but let me share a little bit of an introduction. So we are local DMC from Croatia. We are operating here since 2002. We've been present on the American market from 2014, mostly dealing with tailor-made FITs, custom trips. We also do groups, short trips, meetings and incentives, villa rentals, yacht charters, and destination weddings as well. Besides Croatia, we actually do this whole area that used to be actually part of Yugoslavia before, so including Croatia, Montenegro, Serbia, Bosnia, Greece, Slovenia, and Albania. So if you are looking for a multi-country itinerary, it's pretty much easily done with our staff. So why really travel agents like to work with us? First of all, we do offer 24/7 local concierge and travel assistance for every client that travels with us. We do have negotiated amenities with all the hotels in Croatia and beyond. We do have pre-checked experiences that are pretty much exclusive to our company, so basically cannot be found anywhere else but bookable only with us. We have travel agent support in the United States. Since we do have offices in the United States, you will see it's very easy to work with us. You will get a local support to prepare the itinerary, even if you want our staff to get on a call with you and your client, we can do that as well. Our guides can actually cover over 20 languages, and we are travel trade exclusive as well. So we will never ever sell directly to the client behind your backs. Due to this COVID, we actually started a totally new brand. We named the Luxby. And what is the story behind Luxby? It's really, we call it Luxury Beyond, because it's made for really those most discerning clients looking for special things on the destination, including private charter flights from the United States, yachts and mega yachts on the destination, concierge service, special amenities in hotels, VIP behind the scene tours, and many more. So if you are looking for some extraordinary experiences that really only most discerning clients can really pay for and have the budgets for, this will be the brand you should be looking at. So when we are structuring the FITs, currently we offer at about 250 exclusive experiences. We like to divide those into history and culture, behind the scenes, active and soft adventure, romantic getaways, culinary, family friendly, and much more. As you probably know, or you don't, but Croatia is really very diverse country. We've been governed by many different countries over the past, whether it's under Romans, under Austro-Hungarians. So all that left a huge impact on our history and culture. So that's why it has a lot to offer. We have rivers, we have mountains, we have the lakes. So you will see a lot of active and outdoorsy activities, which became even more popular during this COVID times. We have total of 8 national parks, 10 UNESCO sites. So really there is much and a lot to do for every client traveling to Croatia. Also, what we offer is private villas, just like charters, which I'm going to be touching base a little bit later. They're becoming more and more popular among travelers. They're looking for isolation. They don't want to mingle with other people a lot. So even if you have clients that are looking for, not chartering the boat, but having that isolation and private experience, then we can totally help with villa choices on Croatia and other destinations as well. So I really wanted to touch base and focus a lot on our charters. And why charters? It's because, especially after this COVID, they're becoming one of the most and the best sellers. Currently in our charter department, we have about 250 different boats and vessels that we handpicked for season 2021. And I think this is the product that will really be popular moving forward as well. And the biggest reason is definitely our Adriatic coast. So Croatia has 1,200 islands to explore. So when the clients go to Croatia, they absolutely must do island hopping, whether it's for a day or multi-day, depending on the budgets and what they're looking to do and see. But definitely this is something that should not be avoided when going to Croatia. So a little bit about how the charters work. You can pretty much charter a boat bareboat or crewed. 80-85% of our boats are all coming fully crewed, but if you have clients who are more into sailing, there are some boats, and have the license of course, there are some boats that can go bareboat as well. Routes and itineraries pretty much work just like you are structuring the FIT. So it's from island to island. We are doing the island hopping, and on each of the destinations we can pick among list of our tours on that destination. So customization, it's really done just like you would do a private transfers between the destination. Since we only work with travel agents, I definitely suggest that you go on our website, which is www.via-croatia.com, and just sign up for the agent portal, where we get the access to sample itineraries, photo bank, videos, all the brochures for the yachts, and anything that you can share and use for your website to get interest among the clients. Or if you want to work with me directly, please feel free to contact me on my contact information on the last slide of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed all the news that we have for Croatia. Contact me for any info you need, and I'm looking forward to making this 2021 a great year for travel.
Thank you so much. That was super comprehensive. We really appreciate it. And we look very forward to also having a lot of guests be able to experience this beautiful country and all of the surrounding areas. Thanks so much. Now we're going to take you back to the US. And for those of you that have travelers that want to go somewhere right now, even this weekend, Utah is waiting wide open, and it's got everything that you could ever want. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. It's funny. It's one of those destinations, just like we had with James in Quebec, just on the previous presentation. One that might make you think winter upon first glance, but really when you look, deeper into it, it really can be a place for all seasons, especially for families when you're looking at summer travel in advance. So I'm really excited to have Shauna here from Stein Eriksen Lodge, which is a beautiful property and one that I hope to be able to visit later in the year. Stunning location, Park City, is equally as beautiful in winter as it is in summer. So I'm really excited to have her on and to have her share all of the beautiful treasures and the hidden secrets of this property. So welcome.
Thank you so much, and good morning. Yes, we do actually have snow in the forecast for the next 8 days. So although we are a winter destination, we are looking forward to at least 2 feet of snow up in our mountains in this next week. I am with the Stein Eriksen Collection, and we are celebrating our 38th year in beautiful Park City, Utah. We are located just 45 minutes away from Salt Lake City International Airport, which is the home of the 2002 Winter Olympics. We are home of 2002 Winter Olympics, and also home of 2 major resorts in town. We have the Park City Mountain Resort, and we have Deer Valley Resort. Park City Mountain Resort has been purchased and is run by Vail Resorts, and Deer Valley Resorts is purchased by Alterra and run by Alterra. So we do have the Epic Pass and the Icon Pass here in town. Our Stein Eriksen Residences is located mid-mountain of Deer Valley Resort. We're just about 7 minutes away from downtown Park City, where you'll find restaurant life, all of our art galleries, shops on Main Street, and also our nightlife. We have 14 standalone homes with direct ski access from the backside of their home. Large, spacious living areas, full kitchens, private theaters, and also some of the homes do have their own game rooms, which have been great for the social distancing side of things, to entertain your families while you're here staying with us during these kind of different times. All of our large, spacious bedrooms do have their own private baths. Our bedding does vary throughout the property through condos and homes, offering bunk rooms as a few options. Our bunk rooms do vary with different themes. Some of them have sports themes. Some of them have different gaming systems on each bed with a PlayStation, an Xbox, and a Wii. So really great for larger families and multi-generational families coming together. As you'll see, we have our condominiums there in the center 4 buildings of our property with the homes surrounding. The ski access for the condos is just directly outside the doors of Ski Valet. Our condos range from 1 to 5 bedrooms that can be broken down all the way to a single king room, offering still that same spacious, large living areas, great for gathering the families, full kitchens that are fully equipped, and also a private hot tub on your own balcony, capturing the mountain views that surround us. The 7880 Club, named after the altitude that we are located, offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, also with daily après, which is our version of a happy hour. So there's nothing better than getting off the slopes, taking off your boots, having slippers put on, and coming in for a glass of wine and some of our famous fondue. The Silver Aspen Spa is our spa at the Stein Eriksen Residences. It is the sister spa to Utah's only Forbes 5-star spa, located over at the Stein Eriksen Lodge. We do share our therapists across both properties, so you still receive that same 5-star service for all body and facial treatments. Our pool is truly the gem of the property, I think. It's an infinity pool. It's a swim in, swim out. Those glass walls fully retract back in the warmer months, making it an open air pool. It is open year-round, heated to a Forbes standard of 83 degrees, with 4 jacuzzis built within the pool. Our fitness center open 24 hours a day with room key access. And our ski locker room is where you'll find our skier valet services. So this is a great service for all of our guests. They will store your skis, keep your boots on warmers, your gloves on warmers, and also your helmets and all of your gear right there in the ski locker room. So you come down in the morning, our skier valet service team will put on your boots for you. They will take your skis out, lay them on the slopes for you. So you just walk out and click in. When you're coming back, you just leave your skis right there on the slopes, walk in, we will take your boots off for you and put slippers on for you. And like I mentioned, you send you up to the 7880 Club for live music and après. Park City is definitely a year-round destination, but we don't only offer world-class skiing in the wintertime. We have dog sledding, horse-drawn sleigh rides right out from the back door of Stein Eriksen Lodge. We're the home of Sundance Film Festival. We have the Utah Olympic Park training facility and activity center where your clients can come out and experience bobsled, luge, and also watch some of our famous Olympic athletes training daily. It really is truly something for everyone out here and not just skiing or snowboarding. In the summer months, we are really picking up a lot of world-class fly fishermen that are coming out here to enjoy our rivers that are just a short 20 minutes away from our property. We have hiking and biking, lots of outdoor concerts going on, kind of a picnic style, most of them where you lay out your own blanket. Our hotel can provide you with that blanket and picnic. So you can go down there, have a nice bottle of wine, and enjoy some music. We have open markets. We're starting back up this summer. Unfortunately, this last summer, we did not run any open markets, but the Silly Market will be back this summer, running every Sunday. We are a proud sponsor of the Silly Market. It's a great local market featuring live music, beer garden, and food trucks for our local restaurant scenes. Also, the Utah Olympic Park is a year-round activity center where they do zip lining. They have the athletes training called the Flying Aces that are doing jumping into the pool and kind of showing all their aerial skills. We are also partners with a few different country clubs in town and have access to get you out onto the courses. And then we have a couple great public courses, all within 10 to 20 minutes of our hotel. Stein Eriksen is truly at the heart of Park City. With our celebrating our 38th year here in town, we really have kind of brought fame to skiing, and the legacy of Stein lives on in Park City. So Gabriella, as soon as you're ready to come out here, we would love to have you.
You do not have to twist my arm or ask me twice. I will be there as soon as I can. But that was just beautiful. I had myself daydreaming in that pool. That, you know, winter or summer, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. And I'm so excited that it's a place that people can, you know, especially Americans, can get to right now. So that's even more thrilling. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, and easy access to that Salt Lake City International Airport. So no matter where you're coming from, we're just 40 minutes away.
Love it. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to head to another place where the sun is pretty much perpetually shining. We've had a few of those on this broadcast today, and it's just so nice because I think especially right now in the doldrums of winter, we all could use that. Aruba is not only sunny, it is super happy. It's just a happy, smiley, friendly place. It's romantic. It's great for any kind of, you know, groups of friends. It's great for families. It's great for everybody, really. It's easily accessible, especially from the U.S., and it is really a pleasure to bring back Bukuti, who's a wonderful property. You know, very, very lovingly cared for and managed by owner Susan Logan, who's here with us today. And she's going to take you through a little bit of a tour about this very special and beloved property. So I'll turn it over to you.
Hi, Gabriella. It's so great to be back, and thanks for this opportunity. I'm Susan Logan. It's a pleasure to introduce you to the Caribbean's #1 resort on TripAdvisor. We specialize in adults-only romantic experience for couples seeking a peaceful, refined getaway. So I hope you enjoy our video, and I'll be right back. Thank you for watching our video. We're very proud of our resort sitting on Eagle Beach on 14 acres of powder white beach, in fact. And you know, we're the recipient of awards from the world's top iconic travel institutions, Condé Nast, Travel and Leisure, Barron's, Forbes, Wine Spectator. So you can expect a refined experience at the Bikuti Antara Beach Resort, perfect for a honeymoon. And we have enough oceanfront suites to accommodate all the demand that's pent up right now for people that have been waiting so long to enjoy their honeymoon or that milestone anniversary. So we're just waiting, safe place for everyone to come. And for some practical information that you can use right now, that we have set up a COVID testing facility at the resort. So anyone needing that test, returning back to the United States, can have that very easily taken at the resort. And 5 minutes later, they're done. They get the results the same day. That cost is $126 per person, and that's paid direct to the lab. So there's more information about that. There's a link there that talks about the travel insurance. Should anyone test positive, that's an easy process too, and it's covered by the insurance. So practical information aside, we hope to provide a beautiful honeymoon experience to your customers. And here's my contact information. Reach out to me if you have any additional questions. I'm always available. There's a travel agent website listed there too. It's BikutiMarketplace.com, and that has downloadable photos, videos. It's got description text. It's got everything that as a trade person would want to use to promote the property. So thank you for your time today. So grateful, and looking forward to better times ahead.
I'm so glad you get to ride this out in one of the most beautiful locations. So it's so good to have you back. And I can't wait to get back to Aruba. And I'm sure everybody watching this after seeing that, it feels the same. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gabriella. Bye, everyone.
Okay, great. We're going to keep it in the Caribbean. We're moving over to a place that I'm not really sure how to even begin to describe. So I'm glad it's not my formal job to do so. It is an amazing place. It's almost like a city unto itself, or almost like its own country unto itself. I'm talking about Casa de Campo. And as I study it more, I've been there, but I mean, there's been so many enhancements since I've been. It just seems to get better and better. I mean, they've got a cultural village. They've got every kind of sport activity you can imagine. They have an equestrian center. They have accommodations and villas. The list goes on. So it really is kind of one of the world's most complete resort experiences. And the Dominican Republic is open, welcoming travelers easily with a red carpet. And I'm so excited to bring back Richie Rodriguez, who handles sales and marketing for Casa de Campo. Oh, I'm going to get emotional. When I started my career in tourism, Richie and I worked in the same office. I haven't actually seen him in way too many years. So it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I didn't expect that to happen.
With your dad, God bless him. Too.
Yes, and it goes to show you that in this business, in tourism, it's all connected. It's one family, and we're all in this together. So I think there's no better lesson than that. Well, I'm so excited, and I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm thrilled that you can be here with us and show us Casa de Campo.
Casa de Campo has been a leader in the luxury resort category for many years, featuring lavish villas, 3 championship golf courses, a Mediterranean village, a marina, and exceptional dining for guests with the highest quality and standards. It is unquestionably one of the most unique properties in the Caribbean and possibly in the world. Before we get into the resort, I just wanted to share with you some of the new COVID-19 testing requirements implemented by the Center of Disease Control on January 26th. The Ministry of Tourism of the Dominican Republic has announced that the government will be covering the cost of the COVID-19 antigen test as part of their recovery plan. The Dominican Republic also extended their groundbreaking initiative of providing travel insurance to all tourists arriving through March 30th. If a guest becomes ill and is unable to leave the country because of COVID-19, the complimentary insurance covers all expenses. Our own program, which is called Casa Cares, have their own protocols. The highlights of the program include, of course, mandatory face masks, physical distancing, enhanced cleaning protocols, and ease of information and cashless transactions. So where is Casa de Campo? We're located on the southeast part of the island in an area called La Romana. The resort spans over 7,000 acres. And I don't know how Jane ended up on that picture, but that's one of our salespeople. Punta Cana Airport is about 40 minutes transfer. And from Santo Domingo Airport, it's about a 50-minute transfer. And a little tidbit of information is if you fly into Santo Domingo Airport, you can usually save between $100 and $150 per person round trip. And the cost of the transfers are exactly the same. We have 247 rooms and suites. Our elite rooms and suites are appointed with rich mahogany wood and native Coralinas stone. Every room comes equipped with luxury amenities, features a walk-in closet, and either a patio or a balcony. Our Superior Casita is our base category and was recently renovated over a year ago. But what really separates Casa de Campo from other resorts is our villa product. We have 35 villas, from cozy 3-bedroom villas to over-the-top 12-bedroom villas. Every villa comes with a private pool, and all rooms have their own safety deposit box. Our exclusive and oceanfront villas are the best of the best. These are from 5 to 12 bedrooms. Villa Mar y Palma, pictured here in this presentation, is a 2-story oceanfront villa with 5 bedrooms and a long pool perfect for swimming laps. Recently, Taron Egerton, who played Elton John in Rocket Man, stayed in this villa and just absolutely loved it and was posting all over the place. And we have many celebrities that stay at Casa de Campo and consider it their home away from home. But if you're looking for more affordable villas, we have our garden villas and classic villas. Our garden villas are 3 and 4 bedroom villas, and our classic villas are 4 and 5 bedroom villas. All villas feature daily breakfast prepared in the villa, welcome amenities, golf carts to get around the property, wireless internet, the use of the fitness center, personalized check-in and check-out, and our classic villas and above also come with butler service. Clients can relax on our pristine white sand Manitas Beach, which is the only private beach in the Dominican Republic. All beaches are public except Casa de Campos. Our Manitas Beach Club offers an adult experience with a magnificent infinity pool overlooking the ocean. When we first built the Manitas Beach Club, we built it for everyone. However, when we decided to make the Manitas Beach Club adults only, our owners built this here in this photograph, our Manitas Beach Family Pool Complex right next door. Here, there are 2 pools, an ice cream parlor, a juice bar, some retail outlets, and 2 incredible food trucks. And for golf, with 63 holes of golf, we have 3 championship golf courses. And our renowned Teeth of the Dog is ranked #1 in the Caribbean, #27 in the world, with 7 holes that play directly along the ocean, just like this photo. Or you can try our beautiful Die-4 or Links courses. But here's a big differentiator of Casa de Campo. Today, when people are looking to do more than just sit on the beach, at Casa de Campo, you can do something different every day and never leave the property. In addition to the beach, the golf, and the spa, we have an equestrian center, which is one of the best in the Caribbean, with over 200 horses, a 245-acre shooting center with over 200 stations for trap, skeet, and sporting clays. And our tennis center is one of the largest in the Caribbean with 13 hard-shoe tennis courts. And if that's not enough, our marina is the largest in the Caribbean, reminiscent of a quaint seaside village. Here you can rent a boat for the day or go deep sea fishing. And there's also shopping, dining, a supermarket, and even a movie theater, when movie theaters open up again, located in the marina. And if that's not enough, there's nothing more unique than Altos de Chavon, which is a replica of a 16th century Mediterranean village. At the center of Altos de Chavon is a stunning 5,000-seat Grecian-style amphitheater. This architectural wonder has been the setting of countless concerts and events. The inauguration of this theater was in 1982 with Frank Sinatra performing in the Concert of the Hemispheres. And since then, we've had the likes of Elton John, Gloria Estefan, Jennifer Lopez, Andre Botticelli have been just some of the people that have graced our stage. We have a wide variety of dining options with 8 restaurants plus 2 food trucks, 8 bars and lounges. Whether you're looking for Italian, seafood, Mexican, just to name a few, there's something for everyone. Plus, something very unique is there are 7 additional restaurants inside of Casa de Campo that are not a part of the resort. Here's our map of the property so you can see the entire layout of the resort. There's a legend in here, and I don't know if they can zoom in a little bit there, but you could see where the hotel area is located in legend number 1, and you can just explore the whole entire complex. And again, every guest, whether you're in a villa or room, gets a golf cart to get around the property. So it's easy to get around. And before I end this, I would like to say thank you. And if you don't mind, we're going to show a quick video of the property. Again, thank you for your time, and we wish you the best in 2021.
That was beautiful. You managed to pack a lot into that few minutes. So well done. And it certainly is a place that we cannot wait to explore. And it seems like the perfect antidote to just about everything right now. So thank you for being here.
Thanks, Gab.
And we've had a slew of independent properties on the broadcast, but I'm going to introduce you to a beautiful brand. And what I love about them is that all of their properties and trains and experiences around the world are entirely different from one another. They're connected with the ethos of the brand and, of course, the signature hospitality, but each property is really special, carries a very ancient story of history with it, with interesting character, and always a beautiful tale to tell behind it. I'm talking about the Belmond brand, again, known the world over as one of the finest flagships in hospitality, and I'm really excited to have Natalie here with us, who's going to take us through some of the flagship properties of the brand and tell us a little bit more about the Belmond experience. I'm so excited that you're here, Natalie, because I personally do love so many of your properties. I've had the good fortune to experience a few. And what I find about them is that they manage to stay so timeless and elegant, but also with, seamlessly integrating innovation in. So you don't lose the old world style, but they do manage to sort of come up and meet the needs of the demands of today's traveler. So well done. And I am so excited to see what you have for us today. And I'm sure everybody is too. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Gabriella. I am delighted to be with you all today to tell you about the wonderful world of Belmond, just to give you a very brief tour. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Natalie Aldridge, and I am the Director of Global Sales for Belmond based in Atlanta, Georgia. So you see my contact information here. If there is anything I can ever assist you with, please do not hesitate to reach out. So let's get started. One of the many things I love about our portfolio, and particularly about our hotels, is that we do not build hotels, we buy them. And we buy them for their location and their historical significance. Each of our hotels are iconic and historic. Here you see the Villa San Michele in Fiesole, which is a former 15th century monastery with a facade designed by Michelangelo. Another one of my favorites is the Grand Hotel Timeo on the island of Sicily. You can see the hotel here and notice that we share a wall with a 3,000-year-old Greek amphitheater right at the back of the hotel. But then at the front of the hotel is an incredible view of Mount Etna. Just imagine yourself sitting out, enjoying your morning coffee, evening cocktail with these incredible views. I mean, talk about a location. This is truly spectacular. And when it comes to luxury travel, we have really been setting the trend for over 44 years. Whether it's our portfolio of trains or our group of barges in France or what we call floating villas that we can easily privatize with 4 to 12 guests, we are the only hospitality company that has trains, cruises, hotels, and safaris. But we really started as a train company back in 1976 when our founder, Mr. James Sherwood, purchased 2 old dilapidated train carriages at an auction in Monte Carlo. One of the original train carriages you see here was once a part of the famous Orient Express train, which at the time was no longer running. Mr. Sherwood wondered for years what had happened to the iconic train, and being the true entrepreneur that he was, he had a vision to find the entire collection of carriages, and he didn't just revive them, he restored them to their original splendor. 35 carriages were found and restored, and the Venice Simplon Orient Express train began service again in 1982, and it has been operating successfully ever since then. So talk about another incredible experience. Just imagine walking into the rail station and you see this grand train lined up, and you step on board and you are suddenly stepping back in that glamour and heyday of the golden age of travel in the 20s and 30s. So when it comes to unique travel experiences, there is certainly nothing more unique than the Venice Simplon Orient Express. Today we are in 24 countries throughout the world, as you can see, heavily in Italy and throughout Europe, as well as in South America. And I do hope that we will soon be traveling to these long-haul destinations throughout the world. But in the meantime, let me tell you about some of the places we have a little closer to home. On the East Coast, in America's favorite city, we have Charleston Place right in the middle of the historic district and in walking distance to all of the wonderful shops and restaurants in Charleston. Then on the West Coast, we have El Encanto up in the hills of Santa Barbara by the Mission. It's just 5 minutes from the city center, and it's surrounded by 8 acres of lush gardens. Moving on to the Caribbean, where we have Cap Juluca and La Samana. Capchaluca sits on a mile-long and arguably the best beach in the Caribbean, while La Semana is located on a beautiful bay lawn in St. Martin. These are two very charming properties offering private cottages and villas that overlook the beautiful Caribbean Sea. Then on to Mexico, where we have two very unique travel experiences. One thing I always say about our hotels is that when you walk in, you know exactly where you are. And that is certainly true at Maroma and Casa de Sierra Nevada. You know you're in Mexico with the beautiful hacienda feel and decor. Maroma sits on a gorgeous stretch of beach in the Riviera Maya. And then when you go further into Mexico, in colonial Mexico, you will find Casa de Sierra Nevada. The hotel's heritage dates back to the 16th century, and it is made up of 6 historic casas close to the city's main square. I could go on, but this will conclude my brief tour of the wonderful world of Belmont. I hope you enjoyed it, and we do look forward to welcoming you soon. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful. And we did get a few questions of this sort of been circulating as we've been promoting, because we, separately, with regard to rail travel and barges and boats, I think there's always so many questions. Is anything operating at the moment in either of those segments? And if not, do you have any idea when those experiences might resume?
We are scheduled to start resuming operation on our barges and trains in the spring. Most things open up at the end of March, early April, so we're excited about that.
Wonderful, beautiful. And I loved what you said. You buy properties, you don't build them, because obviously if you have your eye on something special, there's a beautiful story behind it and a reason why. Well, this has been beautiful, and we are so grateful that you were able to spend some time and give us a nice overview of the Belmont brand. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm really excited to bring Rudy back from Ocean Reef, an interesting property that has so much dimension to it. If you were here last time, you saw he was piping in from the property's cooking school and having the chef kind of work hand in hand with him, preparing a meal. He was telling us all about the wonders of Ocean Reef, but it's easily accessible in the Florida Keys. And Rudy is just a doll. He loves where he works. And I'm really excited for him to be sharing his property from yet another fun location. So I will turn it over to him. I'm very excited to have him back, and I'm sure you'll love his presentation today too. Rudy, welcome back. It is so good to see you. And I wish I was down there. We could use some warmth and some respite from this northern weather that we have here. And last time we saw you, as you mentioned before, you were in your cooking school, and we are looking so forward to what you have for us today, because I believe that you're going to be taking us on a little bit of a site inspection and a firsthand tour of Ocean Reef. So welcome back, and tell us how things are going at the property.
Well, thank you, Gabby. Nice to see you again. And yeah, things are going really well at the property. We're very busy. We're social distancing in mind, and we're making everyone safe. We're very fortunate that we haven't had any outbreaks of coronavirus here on property. We've had a few cases here and there, but nothing of major concern. So yeah, we've been doing really well. And like you said, last time we were on, we did a little piece from the cooking school. We had a lot of fun and had a lot of great feedback on that, and everyone commented how fun that looked. So, but I thought today we'd do a little bit of a twist and take you on a little bit of a tour of the property so you get a sense of what we have to offer. So let's get started, and we'll get into the restaurants. So some of the features of Ocean Reef Club is our food and beverage outlets. We have over 12 restaurants on property. This here is the Islander. This is our fresh seafood and sushi restaurant. This overlooks Buccaneer Island, where all the magic happens, as our clients say. That's the beautiful pools and beaches. So beautiful restaurant here. We have Gianni's, our Italian restaurant, the Burgie Bar, our sports bar, the Raw Bar, which is our casual dining. And just added to the collection is now Town Hall Waterside, which is our food truck park. So lots of venues, lots of areas for people to spread out. Great food and beverage offerings throughout the property. So anybody that wants to come down to try something different, we certainly have it. Golf is another featured item on Ocean Reef Club. We have 2 18-hole championship golf courses. We're the only property in the Keys that have 18 holes of golf. So when you come down to play golf, you'll be able to enjoy all the scenery of beautiful Ocean Reef with the estuaries and the homes, and be challenged with some of the best golf you'll find in South Florida. So then we'll go out into our rooms. This is a view from one of our rooms. That's Buccaneer Island there. This is a premium room. We have 80 of these rooms that feature king or double queen with ocean water views. These recently were renovated in 2017, so they're all fresh. They got a nice Keysy feel to them. These particular rooms have a walk-in shower and a vanity tub, which is rare to find in a hotel room. Our deluxe rooms have the walk-in shower along with all the amenities that you see in this room. We have a total of 172 guest rooms, which offers a lot of availability for groups. And then we can add on to that another 50 or 60 2- and 3-bedroom condominiums to expand the block as large as you need it. And here you'll see the monogram towels and all the amenities we offer. So now out here is Buccaneer Island. This is where our pools and our beach are featured. We have a full recreation team that can work with any of the groups that want to take advantage of the Buccaneer Island area to get everybody outside. We have 2 large pools that overlook the beach. We're surrounded by water, the Atlantic Ocean and the Florida Bay. So anywhere you go on property, you're bound to see some water. You can jump in the pools or take a kayak or a paddleboard to enjoy the scenery that we offer. Really some special land that we are on, which will never be developed as we're surrounded by natural preserves and state parks. So guaranteed to keep all of this the way it looks here for the next the future years of the club. We also offer diving opportunities out to Carey's Fort Reef, so you can dive and snorkel the Carey's Fort Reef, which is part of the John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park in the Florida Keys, which is world famous for diving. So a little bit of a video of the property. We are on 2,500 acres, again, situated between the Florida Bay and Atlantic Ocean, and you can see we're spread out throughout the estuaries of the Everglades, right on the edge of the Everglades, offering some of the most breathtaking property that you can find in South Florida. This is Buccaneer Island here. Again, nice aerial view. Boating is very popular for our guests here at the property. You can go, again, diving or snorkeling or fishing, whatever you might have. Again, Buccaneer Island, beautiful lagoon, all of our guest rooms overlooking the water, and of course all of the beautiful homes throughout the property, and golf. And then again, we have a 4,000-foot runway that you can land your private aircraft. If you have clients that are looking for somewhere to get away, that would be accommodating their jet, we can certainly do that. And you can see here, this is the Florida Bay, again, the estuaries and the beautiful Everglades and the edge of the Florida Keys. Quite stunning. So some of the things we tell our guests when they're looking for destinations, think about the Florida Keys if you're thinking about the Caribbean. There's going to be some time where you're not going to be able to get out to the Caribbean and people are going to be a little apprehensive of traveling down out of the country. So if you're looking for that Caribbean feel, you'll be able to enjoy the Florida Keys and get that Caribbean feel at our property. Again, giving you the sense you've left the country, but you don't have to have your passport. So it's paradise without a passport is certainly something worth considering when you're looking for a destination of this year or next year. I'd love to have you down.
Where you find me.
So something to keep in mind of the Ocean Reef Club as well is we are a private club, not open to the general public. So when your groups are interested in attending a program down here, call our sales department. We'll help you through the process. We've had all of our groups to make sure everyone understands the advantage of coming to a private club. So anything that we can do to help you, please give us a call. We're happy to take a look at your program and work it in and have you here at the Ocean Reef Club as our guest.
Great, that was amazing. And I could have just sat there and watched that video for another hour, because I think what we all need right now is some respite. And what I got from that, and what I'm sure everybody else did too, is that it just seems like just a whole nother world, you know, that you can escape to, but also very easy. And I loved your point about the Caribbean without leaving the country, making it easy for people to get there. So and you also said another word that I hadn't heard before, keezy. And that was one of the things I was going to remark, because you have such a sense of place. Like when you think of the Florida Keys, you think that kind of decor, you think that kind of cuisine, and you guys have put that together so beautifully. So that was great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a very special place. I've been here almost 10 years now, and I've loved every minute of working here. And all of our groups that come down and enjoy the Ocean Reef Club, they leave with a sense that they've really gone somewhere special. And knowing that it's a private property and they couldn't come here on their own just makes it that much more special. We create memories. We're not about a box hotel. We're about an experience. And everyone looks for the experience now. And we're certainly somewhere we can create an experience for you that you're going to remember for a long time.
And exclusive is the buzzword of the moment. So thank you. It was so good to have you back. That was beautiful. And we look forward to seeing you again.
Great. Thank you. Come see us. Bye-bye.
Okay, and we're going to head back to the US. Again, another place that you can fulfill your travel dreams right away without any sort of challenge. Plenty of fresh air at Brush Creek Ranch. We've had Shelby here before. If you haven't seen her presentation, you're just going to love it. It's just a beautiful, special place that has so much of the American West, the true spirit of the West, which again, you know, as Americans, we very rarely get to see. We're busy traveling to cities and traveling to other locations. But when you take the time and really want to go, you know, out in the middle of almost nowhere and just explore, you know, and have that amazing luxury surrounding you with a spa and gorgeous, you know, accommodations with a true sense of place, it really does make a huge difference in how you can decompress. So I am really excited to welcome Shelby here, and she's going to take you through Brush Creek Ranch. It's so good to see you again. How are you? And I just, every time I do any sort of research on your property or I see a presentation, I'm just more and more fascinated. So I am so excited for you to be back and tell us a little bit more about this gem that you're so fortunate to work with and to be able to see anytime you want.
Yes, absolutely. It's great to be here as well. I'm very excited to be able to present once again, and very excited to really help everybody understand all three destinations along with what we have as far as winter expeditions. Okay, so I am here now in the crisp state of Wyoming, now representing 3 exclusive destinations, all very different and unique from one another, but all located in the same Platte River Valley. So we have 30,000 acres now nestled right at the base of Medicine Bow National Forest. So not only do we have 30,000 acres of our own, but we back up to 1 million acres of Bureau of Land Management. So we have 3 destinations. The Lodge and Spa itself is our family-friendly location. This was a big daddy of them all. This was our original ranch with 33 units, 1 bedrooms, and we are now very excited to let everybody know that we are adding an additional 3 accommodations this season that will open up in June. All 3 of our ranches are all-inclusive. So for us, that is lodging, gourmet food, premium beers, wines, and spirits, and then a majority of our on-ranch experiences are included as well. Within this, we have an equestrian program, fly fishing program. We have gun ranges at all 3 ranches. We offer hiking and biking on property, as well as up into Medicine Bow National Forest. We have an amazing archery course, 3 ranches, where we take our guests on a ranger tour into the forest where they can shoot at 3D decoys. Ropes course, zip line, and then a large yoga and meditation program as well. All 3 of our ranches are very seasonal. So they will open in mid-May and close down mid-October. And then the Lodge and Spa itself will reopen winter indefinitely from here on out. We also now have a downhill ski mountain called Green Mountain, which is about 10 or 25 minutes away, where we take our guests to a private mountain just for our wonderful guests, where we take 12 guests at a time, where they are able to do some snowcat skiing. We offer during the winter an equestrian program, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, ice fishing, ice skating, snowmobiling up in Medicine Bow. Our yoga and meditation program, as well as our gun range, is open to the public as well. The lodge and spa, again, is anchored by our Trailhead Lodge, where we have 13 lodge rooms, full service spa, and then we also have several culinary venues within this location as well. Ranging from lodge rooms to cabin suites to 2 and 3 bedroom residents, this location is ideal for the family-friendly market. And then after about September, it slows down a little bit for the family atmosphere, and we roll right into an adult experience. About 5 miles down the road, we launched the McGee Homestead, which we actually transitioned into an adults-only retreat in 2016. This location, within its first year of submission, earned both Relais Chateau and Forbes 5-star. So you can imagine the core of this station is much greater than any of the other locations that we have. We have 12 bedrooms here, 9 units, so much smaller in scale, a much more intimate setting available for our guests. This location also has a full wellness pavilion where we have an outdoor pool, indoor grotto pool, full service spa, and fitness center. The guests here have access to all of the same experiences that you would at the lodge and spa. It's just done on much smaller scale, meaning that you're not integrated with any other guests. So you're really able to enjoy these experiences with those of whom you came with on a more privatized experience level. And it's much more on your own time as opposed to being on a regimented itinerary. Really focused on wellness, wine, and food, but again, as active as you would like at McGee Homestead, but it also allows the serenity for relaxation within this property. It's nestled a little bit deeper into the valley, so we have more rolling hills and meadows at this accommodation, as opposed to the rocky elevation that we do at the lodge and spa. So again, it allows for a completely different experience, from horseback riding to hiking and biking. But just understand that we also use all of our 30,000 acres, the perfect what the guests are looking for. We have a wine cellar here. This location also has every single meal order from a menu. And again, it's really Relais and Chateau focused. And so you can understand that the culinary atmosphere is definitely at the forefront here. Now, about 17 and a half miles away, we purchased another 15,000 acre ranch, really a prime location for fly fishing, and it's really focused on a sporting enclave atmosphere. But French Creek Sportsman's Club has since, over the last year and a half, has really become an enjoyable location for anybody really looking to be off the beaten path. So again, with 15,000 acres of its own, we only have 4 accommodations here, but it has its own staff. So you can privatize and you can buy this exclusively for you and your family, or for any kind of corporate retreat. So only with 4 guests, or your sweet spot's really between 6 and 8, you can have this little gym all to yourself. So focused on that, we also allow horseback riding. We have hiking and biking. We have ATV tours, ranger tours, and then again, private gun range just for the guests, as well as premium water fly fishing inclusive here. So very small in scale, so only 3 or 4 units, 1 cabin residence, and then 3 cabin suites, really right on the banks of French Creek. So you could literally walk out your door and fly fish every single morning if you choose. 9 miles on the North Platte gives us an additional 20,000 miles of, or 20 miles of private water for fly fishing for all of our guests to be able to enjoy. The farm at Brush Creek is our culinary destination. So this location has no accommodations. It's just our Epicurean adventure, available for all 3 of our guests to be, all 3 of our ranches to be able to enjoy. So the greenhouse itself was truly inspired by our greenhouse and our greenhouse director, who within his first year was able to provide over 100,000 pounds for all 3 of our ranches. At the epicenter of the farm, we have our Cheyenne Club. The goal here is to be Michelin star, so definitely taking our entire culinary program to the next level. We have an event center here, a brewery, distillery, creamery, and bake shop. And underground, we now have a 94-yard tunnel that will eventually house over 130,000 bottles of wine. We have private cellars, private tasting rooms, a private spirit vault that behind lock and key, we have small batch scotch and whiskey for our guests to be able to enjoy from around the world. Again, a perfect destination for anybody looking to get off the beaten path and have wide open spaces available to them in the south central portion of Wyoming. Thank you so much for your time.
Wow, it's really hard not to fall absolutely in love with all of that. I don't know how you'd make a choice when you're ready to come out there. You've made it very difficult, but absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. And we wish you all the continued best, for lots of success moving forward this year.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, folks, the tour has ended, and we are thrilled that you were here to be a part of this with us. This is just, it's every time I see these presentations and I meet new vendors and suppliers, I'm overwhelmed at how much beauty there still is in the world and how many more innovations there still are yet to come. There's a lot of world to catch up on. We've got a lot of making up to do, and so do your clients. So I hope this was helpful. Don't worry, we will be supplying this wonderful marketing document to you with a lot of social shares, a lot of cut and paste things that you can send out to your guests and to your friends about all of the interesting things that you've learned today. And we cannot wait to see you again in the spring. Vanguard 3 will be coming shortly. We'll be unveiling the information on that soon, so watch this space. But again, thank you so much for being here. You'll receive the full list of contacts of everybody who presented today, and I wish you well. Keep fighting. We're closer than we were the last time we spoke, and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So keep going, and we hope to see you here and around the world.
Quietly hidden among the majestic mountains of Wyoming's Platte River Valley is a winter experience unlike any other. This private mountain is exclusively yours. Enjoy the exhilarating rush and nostalgia of carving your way through the wild, snowy trails. Experience tranquility through the mountain's pristine sense of calm and grandeur. Those who come here seek something exceptional, something reserved for those who can, where the only tracks you'll see are the ones you create. Here among nature's solitude, your entire family can fill a book of winter's most unforgettable tales. And while the stories of adventure and intrigue are written, connections are rekindled, and time seems to almost stand still. It's a one-of-a-kind, unforgettable experience, combined with a luxury found only at Brush Creek Ranch. The mountains are calling. Don't keep them waiting. Welcome to Green Mountain.
Doors, lobbies, rooms. Doors, lobbies, rooms. Same, same, same. Wait, this one is unusual. Let's see what's behind it. Welcome to the wonderful world of Belmont, where everything is almost as mythical as its guests. Now, may I show you to your room? I'm sure you'll find everything to your liking. And here is the view. Stunning, isn't it? Have you met Jose? Jose has been at Belmont since, well, forever. The only one who can get you a one-star meal.
Yes?
At 1 a.m.
Oh, a sea urchin. Excellent choice.
Or a majestic breakfast at sunrise. Oops. Good morning, Mr. Perez. Still working on your forehand? Now, take your time and relax beside our outrageously large swimming pool. It wasn't supposed to be so large, but the architect mistook the feet for meters, and here it is, Olympic-sized. We're entering our Havre du Pays. Hello, Mrs. Rossi. Mrs. Rossi never ends a day without a pedal bath. Pink pedals only. It's so quiet here. Maybe a little too quiet. That's savoir-vivre. let's take a walk outside. Off to enjoy your evening Vongole, Mrs. Hamilton. This lady knows all the hidden gems in town. But as I always say, she learned from the best. That man really has the best office view in the world. 9 o'clock already? We've got to go. Please step aboard. It's the beginning of your Belmont adventure. I promise you, this is a journey you'll never forget.
When did you last do something for the first time? Long ago, wonder was easy to find. All it took was a balloon, a seashell, a shooting star. And now, wonder is here again. It's here, waiting for you. All it takes is a first step to begin a journey into our world. A world where everything feels like the first time. Time to feel, to see, to taste, to simply be. With us, you will find you have all the time in the world to wake in sunlit silence, to sit and stare at country that builds the heart and ignites the soul. So live a life you have dreamed. Celebrate your nomad soul in fleeting moments of utter perfection. Travel with us. Experience wonder as if for the first time, again and again. Our journey is not measured in miles, but in memories, laughter, wonder, and time. The Blue Train is unlike any other. We have a pedigree that is forged over years of unparalleled service. A history that is inseparable from the history of this land. We have pride in our past, pride in our people, pride in our passage. We cross borders. We look after you with genuine warmth and service, providing moments of sheer pleasure and memories to last a lifetime. Look out and see country that warms your heart. Trees that move like poetry, sharp against towering clouds. Today belongs to those who dream, to those who imagine a new world and invite more people and more places to be part of it. A world full of endless wonder. Whether intrepid explorer, armchair traveler, or simply curious, in our world, you take what you please, and it's always the best. To explore, to dream, to discover, that's your life. That's our pleasure. So take time to find yourself with us and make your journey ours. Because we are your destination. We are the Blue Train.